Call me crazy, guys, but GameStop stock looks like it's on the verge of exploding. At least that's the way I'm seeing it here on the charts, and we're going to break down the charts in this video. So if y'all find value, of course, hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe. Take a sip of your coffee. You're going to need it for this video. And don't forget to get up to 15 stocks from Moomoo. Link down below. More on that later. And now let's dive into the analysis, which again, it's looking like GameStop stock wants to break out any minute now. And currently when I'm making this video, it's what's the day today? April 3rd. So we're in the third day of the month, first trading day of the month, and it's currently about 3:30 p.m. on the East Coast. So we're in the middle of power hour in a pretty type of day in the stock market where we have the Russell down 0.2%, the Nasdaq's down 0.4%, the S&P's up 0.3%, as the Dow's up 1%. So it's a mixed bag overall, and GameStop is pretty much at break even. Let's break this down, guys. Let's dive right into it. So it is currently at $23 per share, up 8 cents on the day. Again, pretty much at break even, up 0.3%, pretty much nothing. I mean, you guys know GameStop could go up 50% in a day. So for it to be up 0.4%, 0.3%, that's really nothing. That's pretty much break even. And if we're looking here at the chart, guys, why I'm liking it so much is because it is still holding on to a lot of the gains from after earnings. If you guys remember, this company reported earnings a couple of days ago. When was it? Actually, I'm losing track of the days, guys. More like 2 weeks ago when the company reported. That was on the 21st of March. Yeah, roughly that time period, right? That day. And since that day, we saw this thing go. Well, before that day, it was at $17, $16, $15, right around that point, really 16, 17. And after earnings came out, it shot all the way to $27. So just like that, boom, it went up 50%. You guys remember at one point it was up 65% at its peak. And again, why I'm liking it a lot right now is because it has held most of that gain. Of course, it gave back some of that gain. It got to 27, 26 a share. Now we're at what? 23 a share. So we are down about 18% from that peak after earnings, but we are holding the moving averages right here, the 50 SMA, which is this green line right here. This is the 4-hour chart, so that's good. The fact that we're holding the 50 SMA and we're holding the 180 SMA, you guys can see the the gold trend line. And to make things even better, I just got my Snapchat alert. We'll take a look at that in a second. To make things even better, we are also holding the high from the middle of February, being about what, $22.30. That's where it peaked back in the middle of February before dumping all the way down to about $15, $16 heading into earnings. So the fact that we're seeing a golden cross, 50 SMA is crossing above the 180 SMA, we're above both moving averages, and we've been consolidating above $22, $22.30, the high from the middle of February. These are all great signs for the bulls. And now we're actually starting to get a bounce off 22.30, and we're starting to break past $23 a share, and we're actually riding that 50 SMA. So to me, guys, this looks like any moment now we can start to make that break towards the mid-20s. And granted, we are kind of already in the mid-20s. We're at 23, but towards 25 is what I'm saying. 25, if we pull up the 5-day, 5-minute chart, that has been resistance for quite some time. Well, just the past couple of days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days. So if we start breaking towards 24, 25, let me actually set 2 alerts there. I'll do one at 24. We'll put that now, and then I'll do another one at 25. If we start going towards those levels, we break 25, then we could start to get a legitimate move on the 4-hour chart towards that high from after earnings, probably towards 27, 28. And if that point were to break, guys, now we're talking a legitimate breakout on GameStop. Because if you guys look here on the 4-hour chart, GameStop back in September, October, November, December, into the new year, it got rejected. It was failing at 28, 29 time and time again. It just kept on getting rejected. So that's the next spot that's going to test. If we do break that $25 level, we're going to fill the gap to $28 in my opinion, 29. That's the moment of truth. If this could break back into the 30s, guys, which you probably already know this, but I'm telling you guys right now in this video, this could gain momentum very quickly if it starts breaking past 30. And the short interest, I forget exactly what it is on GameStop, but it's still very high. We're probably looking at 20-30% short interest. In reality, it's probably way more than that. I mean, some of these other companies like Bed Bath & Beyond, way over 50%. Some other ones are like 60-70%. GameStop might not be 60-70%, but it's definitely up there, 20-30, maybe even more, depending on who you're talking to, depending on where you're getting your data from, right? That's how high the short interest is. So I'm going to set another alert at, actually, wait, do I have one at 30 yet? I have one at 29, so that's good enough. We'll keep it there. So we'll see what happens, guys. In my opinion, this looks like it's gearing up for a pop. I could be wrong. It might dump for all we know. Who knows? So for that reason, please trade at your own risk. Trade at your own caution. Do your own research. These are just my opinions, my thoughts. And full disclosure, I'm not in GameStop right now. I might buy into it if it breaks 25. But for now, full disclosure, I'm not in it. I'm watching it, and I'm waiting for it to break that 24-25 level for me to catch the momentum probably towards $30, $29, $30. Again, that's where I think it could be going in the short term. Then if 29, 30 were to break, even more upside from there. So what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. And if you have not gone up to 15 stocks yet for Moomoo for some odd reason, use that link down below. Open up an account. You get 1 free share of stock. If you deposit at least $100, you get 4 more free shares, totaling 5 free shares of stock. And if you deposit at least $1,000, guys, you get another 10 stocks, totaling 15 free stocks. So yeah, if you want some free money, you want to help out the channel, use that Moomoo link down below. And now let's take a look at some other stocks very quickly before we wrap up the video. So I got a Snapchat alert a second ago. Let me pull that up and see what it's looking like. So Snapchat today is not, I wouldn't put that in the same category as GameStop in terms of how quickly it can move, the high short interest. I don't think Snap has too high of a short interest, but this could be a breakout play as well. It's currently up 0.7%, so not much, pretty much at break even, right at about $11.30. And right now with today's move, we're starting to take out the 50 moving average, and we're heading awfully close to that $11.40 resistance, which you guys can see that was the high from the beginning of October, from the end of October, November, heading into December. I mean, that's a big level of resistance to put it in simple terms, right? So if we break out of 1140, guys, into the mid 11s, there could be way more upside on this particular stock. I'm going to set my alert at 1140, and we'll see where it goes from there. I feel like it could be going 12, arguably towards 1250 if we were to break 1140. That's what I personally believe here on Snap. So Snap, keep your eyes on it. GameStop, keep your eyes on it. Of course, AMC, Bed Bath & Beyond, all of these quote-unquote meme stocks, you guys got to watch them. AMC's up 1% on the day right now. Not too crazy, but it looks like it wants to, potentially head back to that mid-5s level, 550, which is where we failed at last week. If you guys remember, if I pull the 5-day up, we actually failed there last week on that big spike that we had the day that we got news that Amazon might be buying AMC, which is probably a crock of BS. It's a rumor, but hey, that shot the stock to 550. Let's see if we go back and test that point. And Bed Bath & Beyond stock today, guys, is not looking pretty. This thing's down another 9-10% into the 30 cents range, 38 cents right now. It is officially at an all-time low, and I'm officially down now over 50% on my Bed Bath & Beyond position that I bought about a week ago. I put like $200 in it, $300, doesn't really matter to me, but it is down 50%, which is remarkable from where I bought it, and I'm holding, guys. Full disclosure, I'm not selling. So with that being said, I'm going to wrap up the video. If you enjoyed it, of course, hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe. Check out the Patreon if you want to see my Patreon portfolio, if you want to be a part of the Discord chat and have more access to me throughout the day, see my call outs, charts, all that good stuff. That's on Patreon down below. And don't forget to get up to 15 stocks from Moomoo and up to 12 stocks from Webull. Those are down below as well, guys. They help out the channel, full disclosure. And with that being said, I'll catch you guys later.